everybody, it's Shayna with Robinson Repurposing, and I'm going to be showing you guys how I made this pom-pom ribbon wreath. Okay, so for this wreath, I started by cutting some yarn. This is Dollar Tree yarn. I just cut it into little strips, as you can see there, that were going to be long enough for me to tie the bows together. And then I just cut myself a bunch of strips. I think I measured these on the other wreath, and they were about 5 inches long, which you could probably do like 4 or 5 and it would be plenty long for this wreath since it's such a small wreath form, this heart. So anyway, I ended up making 18 or 19 bows, I can't remember. That's how many of these little bows I made. I did the gingham pattern there with the cream color, and then I also did some burlap with the cream colored ribbon, like a burlappy type ribbon. And I just made like an even amount of both of those. And then on all these ribbons, I went ahead and cut the little dovetails. And there you can see how many I have against the wreath form. And I was actually only gonna do ribbon on this. This was all the ribbon I had of this style though. So I was hoping I had enough ribbon for this, but I didn't end up liking it with only ribbon. So that's why I end up adding the pom-pom balls here in a little bit. Okay, and then on this wreath, this part's gonna be hard to explain a little bit, but on that rounded part where I already have the ribbon, I put 4 bows in there. You can see that there's 4 of them. And then over here where I'm at now, I put 4 in that section. And then the 2 straight sections below these curves, I put 3 bows in there. And then the 2 like small sections of the wreath, like the top pointy part and that middle pointy part, I put 2 bows in those sections. Okay, and then I don't have a pom-pom maker or anything. I just seen a couple people show little tutorials where they've made them doing it on their hand like this. So I wrapped that yarn around my hand 60 times is how many I counted. And then I took a piece of my yarn there that I've cut, and I pulled it through there and tied it in a really tight little knot, made the ball really tight, and then you'll see here I tie it up, and then I ended up cutting that little piece right there off, but you wouldn't have to do that. You could just leave it in there. I don't know why I did that. But then I go like this and fluff it up, and then I cut it at the bottom like that to make it all like straight and make it really fluffy. And I didn't do that with the ones laying down there, so you can see they're not quite as like fluffy as this one. So definitely like hold them down in one little piece and cut like the excess off. That makes them look really fluffy. And then all I did for these was I tried to tie them on. I thought that would be like a good decision, but it ended up not working. So I hot glued them all on, which was fine too. Okay, and then I took this ribbon. It's basically the same as the Dollar Tree ribbon there. I was showing that so you could see they're basically the same. I just took that little ribbon and I tied it in a few places where I felt like it needed just like a little more texture, a little more dimension. So that's why I just did that for fun there. Okay, and then I tried to hang this up without like a hook like this, without this ribbon on the top, but it was like lopsided since this is a heart obviously, and you can't like just put it right in the middle. So that's why I added this hanger, and I kind of had an idea of where I was gonna hang this in my house, so I wanted it to be like that. There's a look at how it turned out. And I just love this shabby chic, neutral, farmhousey look because I'm just keeping it simple this year since I'm pregnant. I'm trying not to decorate like 100 different times. So anyway, that's how it turned out. I love it. Okay, and then for this one here, I'm just gonna let you guys watch the process because it's basically the exact same, but I did want you to see the ribbons that I used and everything. And you can see in this one, I debated on using other ribbons like the red heart ribbon right there and that lacy ribbon, but I didn't end up using that. But yeah, this is all super straightforward. It's exactly the same as the other one. But yeah, so I'll just let this play out and you can watch it. And stay tuned at the end for how I have it displayed in my house. It's really cute. Okay, and here's the final look at how it turned out. I just love it, and as always, thanks for watching.